Hey, this is Eddie Wall Street Brown from the Black Light. You are watching Barbara TV every time prior. Don't forget, check it out, y'all.
Down to earth. Greetings, family. Welcome to another edition of Baba TV Every Time Fire. And it's my absolute privilege to be in the company of Miss Mabel Wilson and our big brother here, Brother Maurice Brown. He's affectionately known as Mo, and he's currently the county legislator of the 15th Ward. Shout out to the 15th Ward. And he just won the primary for the 129th District Assembly here for Syracuse, New York. And I'm just here to document this conversation that he's going to have with our esteemed elder and sister, Mabel Wilson, here in the Pioneer Homes. And before, if I could just ask him a couple questions before you get started. In light of the becoming an assemblyman, housing affordability is a major concern. What concrete steps would you take to make housing more affordable for working families?
Thank you. So something I talked about on my campaign a bunch, so not too hard. But I will just first correct to say that I represent the 15th District in Onondaga County, which for some reason doesn't include the 15th Ward. So the 15th Ward is actually in the 16th District, which is represented by Charles Garland. I represent the 15th District, which is the University neighborhood into the Valley, into Strathmore. But I think as someone who represents an entirely city district, if you live in the city, I'm your representative.
There you go.
If you reach out, I'm gonna help you. Even if you don't live in the city, I'm gonna try and help. But I don't view my, those lines are arbitrary. To literally answer your question as far as housing, there's something at the state level being explored called public developer. The actual bill is called the Social Housing Development Agency. Pretty much it makes large pools of money, tens of millions of dollars available for developers to have low or no interest loans. Developers would love that because interest rates are so out of whack. But the condition is if you're going to take this low interest loan, you have to build affordable housing. You have to build housing on Newell Street. You have to build housing at these guidelines that we set as the state. So it's a fair trade because we need low-income housing.
Yes,
full stop. We just don't have enough. But we also need more affordable housing. We need more market rate housing. Like Syracuse's housing crisis is insane. So I want the state level to push to have the program created. But my understanding of it is that once it's created, those guidelines, that second step gets decided at the local level. So it's important that I work with local legislators to make sure we're incentivizing low income and affordable housing. Also, senior housing is a real issue too. But prioritizing the kind of housing we need, not just student housing, not just luxury housing. And that's what I'm in favor of.
One more. And I'm on the way. Concerning Micron. There seems to be a concern in the community. Micron's investment is expected to reshape central New York. How can local residents, especially people in the Syracuse neighborhoods, benefit directly from those jobs and opportunities?
So I think there's a CNY United group organizing around the project, not the project labor agreement, but like a shared benefits agreement. I would recommend folks get involved with them or at least learn more about their platform. They actually met with us at the legislature this past Tuesday. But so Micron has agreed to do things, but we want those agreements in writing, for lack of a better term. And the things they've already agreed to, it's kind of like they have agreed to, give a best-faced effort. And we want them to have like specific metrics and standards instead of just best-faced effort. But I call it like the Micron promise. The best case scenario of Micron is worth pursuing, but we need to be aware of the most likely case and even the worst case scenario. The Micron Promise is going to say that if you're a kid, you go to Fowler High School, you graduate, in 3 years, you can be living in your community making near six-figure money.
Okay.
We've never been able to offer that to our young people. We've never been able to offer that to our young people. And that's worth pursuing. However, the jobs at Micron are going to cost. They're going to come with a cost. And that cost is they do a lot of environmental damage. Those jobs being so highly qualified, if we don't get our young people trained to do them, Micron will bring in people who can do those jobs. And those people are going to be able to afford, you know, these $2,500 luxury housing. And it's just going to put even more of a strain on our housing market. So we need to be aware that if we don't do everything right, if we don't take the next steps, if we aren't accountable to one another as the community to them, but as them to us, that we could get one of those, you know, less fortunate outcomes. So I think there are ways for the community to get involved. I think I should get the name of the group. I'll give it to you so you can put it in like the comments or something. But there's a group working specifically around that shared benefits agreement, and I think we need to continue having that conversation.
Can I
very much so, and I'm out the way. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna piggyback off of what you just said. One of the issues about Micron, when we had our barbecue here in 24, Senator at that time, Mannion, came and he said, I talked to him and I said, one of the things we want from Micron, if they can give our community money for the help with the abandoned houses, with the jobs, with my grandsons. They get shy. They don't like me to use their name. But anyhow, he's studying right now. He's in Albany for Micron. My grandchildren and my children, the way I was raised in the foster home was the way I raised my children and other children. Like some of the children that used to come here with them, they grew up here as a toddler. I would teach them. That's why I have these books. This is what we're trying to express to our tenants association. Let's have our residents ready for Micron, ready for the investment, what you're talking about. Also, like the 15th Ward, why not? This is another idea where the 15th Ward used to be downtown on Fayette Street. Why not have a African-American artist make a bronze whatever they come out of their creative mind with the tenets of Kwanzaa. Go further down towards our community. You got Sankofa. Why not the Sankofa ducks and what those little things mean to our community? I want that book. I've been at SU with Eddie Claude Jr. I respect this young man. Why not, with what we can do, working together, and if you can get discretionary money, like I sent you that Marva Hudson died, let's have something where we can have him, and one of the first black organizations in Detroit that came here, Malik Yukani, that helped us to be where we at today. But why are we stuck? You got Salsa, you got all these other white, Earth Core, all of them. But they stood on our black shoulders to be where they are today. Not criticizing, but where is the social equity and equality? There's not a black person except for Madlock with Syracuse. Me, I should have been in something my kids tell me, because I come up with ideas. What's her name? Minor wanted me to be in her administration, but she put me in Okra. I'm not there. I'm with the growth of us black people, but with recognizing our diverse community. And the thing is, what is going to happen to us with this so-called East Adam project when your first-time home buyer program cannot even afford us, and the members from McKinley Manor, I want to have them to meet with us residents to tell the stories that whole program, a Blueprint 15, Faith and Urban Strategies, and who are they?
Excuse me. No, you're fine. I am So I'm learning about this project in real time, the Blueprint Project, and just so it wasn't a county project. So with it not being county, not to say it wasn't my job, but I've only paid attention like ancillary, just like secondarily, because I have a job. In county, we have our job. But with me taking the state office, the state, I'm told, does have a much larger hand in this project. And honestly, it blends in, for better or for worse, with the 81 project, which is happening literally right on top of us.
Yeah.
So that's a state project. So that I really care about. So I'm interested in having these conversations.
Yeah, and the other thing, we're being experimented on. They told us we were going to get our sticky mats. Nobody said mask, but I said, ask them, why not mask too? Because, the particulates, when it's coming down, we don't have them.
You don't have masks?
We don't have the masks. We don't have the sticky mat. So when you come from outside, you're not bringing whatever they're tearing down, they're doing, into our apartment. We don't. They told us, months ago, we ain't got them.
Did they come and just run out, or they never came to begin with? They never came. Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
We're being experimented on again.
Shit. Yeah, no, I didn't know that at all. I should be able to get an update on the sticky mask.
Yeah, we want to know. I have COPD, asthma, and our area for our children to go to Martin Luther King School and residents here, we have the highest incidence of asthma in the county because of the bridge and the lead from the olden days. So what we would like from you and Baba to have this just every day hearing us, just hear us and see what you can do for us. Years ago when Governor Patterson was governor of New York State, asked and us residents went and talked to the governor, and he changed some things like, well, if you was in prison or jail, you can use your identity card instead of buying the $13 card from the sheriff office. That's all disqualified because we complain. If you pay $7 for the non-driver's license, why would you pay $13? And then the scheme was the banks had a scheme with the sheriff's office. Oh, we won't take your non-driver's license, but we'll take the sheriff's office. But have us in the bind. We don't want to be in the bind.
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, why are we making it expensive for the people who cannot? Yeah. Honestly, why are we making it more expensive? Period.
Right.
But especially for people who have already been so, screwed by the system.
Yeah, and so there is so many. That box. There's boxes in my closet. There's boxes behind you. There's stuff here. I have documentation for the growth of our ideas from 2009 to the present that we're here today.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you got to get updated,
Yes, ma'am.
This is 2026.
It's
So
a little different.
why not?
Yes, ma'am.
We've been asking for over 15, 20 years for power of whom we are as a people in our county, central New York, where we even want to have work with black farmers because we're trying to get a half a cow for our residents. Why do Syracuse Housing won't let the food bank come here and said they don't want food for families? Why is that reason?
I don't know.
Why are we being, and the food bank and other organizations like the Cultural Foundation that's downtown, they said, Mabel, we've been trying to get here to work with your residents for over 10 years, but every time we come, SHA says no. Dunbar Center tried to get our people registered to vote, and they said, you can't come here because you'll be trespassing. Bill Sims is a black man. That's the executive director of Syracuse Housing. Why are you messing around with us? And the so-called tenants association, they tell us, you saw the sign down there on the door. It's not run but the way you're supposed to run association. We don't get a read back from the treasury or the secretary. There's none of our ideas there. We're only being told. And Bill Sims ain't supposed to come to our meetings because that's supposed to be for us. Like to talk like how I'm talking with y'all here today.
Yeah.
Can't do it because the SHA, and then they even have the person still hired that intimidated. I'm 76 years old. The woman came here and was nasty to me, very nasty to residents of McKinley Manor, and very nasty to McKinley residents in Weiser Court. And you go to the coffee house and they're hired? There's so much injustice going on here, and it needs to be accountable. We had what's it? Newsom, Hannibal Newsom, the engineering department, because they want to work with us with these ideas. And John Giles, his mother used to be a black woman, worked here at SHA, but was on the side of us, like how I'm talking to you. You know where she at? They fired her. Because she was standing up for our kids to know different information so they can be prepared for the future. I had Helio Health 988. You know 988, right?
Yeah.
You know how that got started? Yeah. I started. I was 16 years old, laying on the floor in my foster home. Dr. Ben Casey was on. There was an issue in California back in that day about something. And I said, oh, that's a great idea. Maybe we could do that here.
Yes, ma'am.
So I went to my church, Redeemed Congregation Church, talked to the kids. A young person came and wanted to commit suicide because their father died. I didn't know some of my foster brothers and sisters were sneaking kids into church because kids had issues then. And it was not how it is. So anyhow, we helped with that case. Our church set up phones in the parlor, and we did it, and was called at that time the helpline. And it got it back. We started that. 988 Helio Health gave me packets this big, and what do you call that stuff you put in your nose if you have an OD? Because my
Narcan.
My granddaughter and her sister saw somebody outside last year like that. You know what Syracuse Housing did? Miss Giles said, I got to tell my supervisor because it's all for us. You know what? It never happened.
What do you mean never happened?
It never happened.
She never told the supervisor?
She told the supervisor, but Syracuse Housing said no.
Oh, the event never happened?
No, the help that we needed with drug addiction, housing.
Got it.
All that. And now they're trying to, we're going to have mental health. We asked for that over 5 years ago. You fired the person. Other agencies wanted to help. What I'm talking to you about, no, you can't come here. Why? Why are we told we only going to let you know what we want you to know? And then to hear from another executive from the housing said, this has been told from Fred Murphy that he told Bill Sims to let the residents, mostly all of us is black, only little or nothing. And that's the way we're living.
Yes, ma'am.
We can't get food here. We have families. In the summertime, a lot of us grandparents that live in here, the parents, the kids aren't in school, so we have them. I only get $200 in food stamps. I don't have enough money to have food in here for her. And her mother, the new program through HOCO, your child, if they go to school, they're under a certain age, get the free meal. How come they only give my daughter only food stamps for one child? And her sister is 14, she's 9. Why are you starving us?
At some point, I'm probably going to ask you to put this in like a list, like just the different complaints, because you definitely have them in your head, catalog, like way more than I do. But having it in an organized list, whether it's me or my staff, just to like go through, and I'm sure just being able to look at the list and see how many things is, probably eye-opening, because a lot of what you're saying is shocking to me.
Okay,
so I could only imagine.
I'll do that, and Baba too, because I gave you your information, right? I gave you some papers, right?
Just now.
I thought I gave you.
Consortium? Is this what you gave me?
Okay.
You got that?
Yeah.
And you got the other one.
Yeah, the proposal for the same project though.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah. The wellness.
this here, that's for you to have information for your podcast. So, would it be possible? I'm gonna talk to our legal team and a super and others. Maybe let's say a month or two from now, we get together and we have a community forum with you leading it. Baba, you being our representative of our community, which you are. You know what I'm saying? We want to meet with. I'm gonna tell you, we had Rachel May, Pam Hunter. Those were the two individuals that's standing on our side. So we want to have it, so people would really know what's going on. It's not under the cover anymore. Okay, and you, like you said, you not only representing those boundaries, you representing us as human beings, and that's what we want to hear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I am definitely interested in doing it. I would like to have the list, or it doesn't even have to be a complete list, just as many as we can think of as possible.
Yes.
One, we can come to the meeting with answers.
Yeah.
That would be helpful.
Yeah.
But also, I want to know.
Yeah,
I want answers to some.
And we've been looking for somebody like you that want to know and then help.
Yes, ma'am.
We don't want to be looking at like we need a missionary. We got the power. We just needed the strength of the power. Like I can come up with the idea. I don't know how to work my computer well.
Okay.
Okay. I don't even know how to get. I want my Google and.
Yeah, I remember you couldn't do the Google Calendar.
I don't know, and I don't even work that cell phone well.
Yes,
so there's got to be understanding with us seniors.
Yeah.
But like I was just sitting here. You know about Martha dying from West Newell. I was sitting there. I said, I'm the last.
From the garden?
From the garden, from doing all this that I'm talking to you about. I'm the last oldest of where we started when I was in my late 40s. And then if you look up Mabel Wilson 2015, I'm in the, whatever you call that thing, the computer.
Okay.
If you look up Symposium 2015, I'm in that, because it's not a search selfish it's our community. And right now we want to have higher this and everything that we talked about here today. And I could go to our tenants association meeting. I wish you can go, but you know what they're gonna say. You can't come in. That's the thing. If you had the chance to come to our 5 o'clock meeting, or maybe not, because you're a politician. You see, they ain't gonna look at you as a human being. Karen, you won't. They might tell you can't come in.
Wow.
See, that's what we're living on.
Maurice be out there in the community.
Yeah, I'll show up. Yeah.
Well, it's 5 o'clock.
More than just the traditional politics.
There you go. So 5 o'clock at the coffee house, 10001 South McBride.
I'm pretty sure I am doing
Shout out
something.
to the PSL.
I don't think that day works. My schedule. What's funny is this is my break. I'm in my break from the election.
But it's good that you're doing this time because later on you're going to meet with us.
It's time to sprint.
Yeah.
And I one of my biggest things is that I don't know everything, and the reason I'm an effective elected official, politician, whatever, public servant, is that I listen to people when they come to me. And if people don't come to me because they don't think I'm a listen, I'm not going to be as effective.
Yeah.
So I need people to be comfortable. So that means that when people come to me with needs, I got to follow through. And I'm going to at least try. A lot of times, what happens is so as a county legislator, there are things that I'm responsible for, like the aquarium. That's county. But the city is policing. The school district is the school bus schedule. The state is the 81 project. That differentiation.
Can I just
the average person doesn't know that.
Yeah.
You go.
I'm glad you said the police. We've been asking for the police department, the sheriff's department. I know Toby Shelby and police chief Munns. We want to do something
Fire
here.
Chief Miles?
Yeah,
or
fire
police?
chief.
Yep.
To have some, because if you have a felony, that does not all felony disqualifies you as a minority to be in this. We want to have something here. The sergeant that came to us at the coffee house, oh yeah, Mabel, here's the information, get in contact with me. And so did with Munns and Shelby, I haven't gotten contact. Why not? You telling me, oh yeah, we're going to do this, but when it's time, because our young women and men, I want them to be police officers or prior people.
Like a recruitment event, you're saying? Okay.
And that type of thing.
Yeah.
And with the NAACP here, so we can have young people and start knocking on. I got the voter registration thingy. I can't walk around anymore. My baby here will walk with me and some of the other young folks, but knock on door. Because you know what was nice, Maurice? When I went to vote over here in the coffee house, when Barack was running, to see my neighbors voting.
Yeah.
And now when I voted this last time, only saw myself. Why aren't we? You see? And because residents here are so conditioned, they feel they have no power. And that's why I keep fighting.
Please do. Please do. What's the quote? It's like, the only thing evil needs to triumph is for good people to do nothing.
Yes.
So if you do nothing,
and
evil wins. So I appreciate that you keep going, and that's a part of it for me. I don't promise to have all the answers, but I do promise to try. And I feel like we have the answers in this community. I do.
Yeah, we do.
We just have to be willing to listen to each other.